It's a beautiful week. Monday morning at the newsstand, the 22nd of January 2024. And welcome you on the program. Bystanders at newsstand on Flip TV. All right, all the way from Ogba Newsstand, Lagos, Nigeria. Say to you, thank you for joining us today on Bystanders. I'm Michael Abdekule, the anchor of the program. Hope you had a great weekend. The reviewers as well. Hope you had a great weekend. Uh-huh. All right, quickly to the business of the day. We have the News Direct newspaper. The News Direct newspaper at the newsstand. Northern groups allege plot to sideline North. Northern groups allege plot to sideline North. All right, moving down to another story. Kick against relocation of CBN units. Fan headquarters to Lagos. Federal government gives reasons for planned move. Federal government gives reason for planned move. To the next one, economic prosperity. Rouhani calls for removal of restrictions on open market operations, increased interest rates. You can see this on page 9 of the News Direct newspaper. Still on the paper, we have Serap. 20 Nigerians file lawsuits against Akpabio Abbas over allocation increase to 344 billion naira. Serap 20 Nigerians file lawsuit against the Senate President Akpabio Abbas over allocation increase to 344 billion naira. On page 12 of the same paper, under my watch, NCC will be an enabler for increased investments in telecoms. That's what Maida is saying here. Under my watch, NCC will be an enabler for increased investments in telecoms sector. NAFDAC intensifies tracking mechanism to curb narcotic abuse. To the next one, the West newspaper. Was the West saying at the newsstand? The major headline it reads: in bid to safeguard the environment, Lagos bans use of styrofoam takeaway parks, other single-use plastics. In bid to safeguard the environment, Lagos bans use of styrofoam takeaway parks, other single-use plastics. Day 14, story Mandela's building went up in flames. Day 14, story Mandela's building went up in flames. This happened yesterday in Lagos. Ogun moves against vandalism, launches solar powered street lights. And to the next one, which is this Nigeria newspaper. This Nigeria on insecurity, over 60,000 lives lost in farmers' herders clashes nationwide, says next year report. Plateau Christmas Eve massacre, continuation of others' bravado. Monday sit at home cripples government activities in 5 southeast states. Because this as the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazin Nandukano, still in detention. Monday sit at home cripples government activities in 5 east states. Civil servants, traders stay away from work due to IPOB ESN threats. School pupils no longer sing national anthem over fear of agitators' action. First news. Over 5,000 Nigerians languishing in Benin Republic prisons, says Ohanese Youth Council. All right, we have the Vanguard newspaper. The Vanguard newspaper. The major headline it reads: "Wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria." Of course, it's really a wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria as cost of medicines, have skyrocketed in the country. It's the wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria, so we need to be very, very careful, of our health. Take care of your health. Please don't fall sick. Things are very expensive in the country right now. Our abuse of ways and means worsen inflation. And the last paper, the Guardian newspaper, skepticism over inflation, insecurity, economic outlook. All right, we have our reviewers at the news 10 ready to dissect issues. David, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Mr. Michael Ekule. A very wonderful morning, Monday morning to you and to our viewers around the globe. Good morning to you, sir.
All right, good morning, David. Welcome again. How was the weekend?
The weekend was splendid. All glory to God. Thank God we are alive to witness a wonderful and a glorious morning.
Yeah. All right, it's a beautiful morning, like I said. A wonderful day, 22nd of January 2024. Still on it. Still keeping it real at the news 10. What's all about today's topic? Very, very important. You say health is wealth. Health is wealth. And as we have it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, it's a wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria as costs of medicines have now skyrocketed. David.
Thank you, Mr. Michael Ekule. You've always made a very good, very valid and topical issues to discuss on. But I think on this particular one, it is so essential and crucial. These are the necessity of life. Now, this is one area the government need to look into, because at this stage of our life, healthcare, even in the Western world, healthcare is being subsidized. Healthcare is always subsidized. Now, you cannot access if any Nigerian fall sick now, he or she cannot access public hospital for medication. Now, on this note, on getting there, definitely there will be shortage of doctors. If doctors are not on ground, there will be no bed for you to, even if you want to be admitted, they will tell you there is no bed. You must bribe someone for you to secure a bed in that hospital. Now and then these are things, even the private doctors there will tell you that, see, there is no particular machine in this place for them to carry or for them to diagnose whatsoever is wrong with you. They will now refer you to a private hospital that is being owned
By an individual, right?
by an individual. Either that person is their friend or has affiliation with them, so that you go there and spend more. And these are things government need to checkmate. These are issues government need to checkmate. Like I believe at this point it is high time. You cannot go to LASUT, Lagos State Teaching Hospital. The emergency ward is a death trap. It's just a small room that cannot contain over 500 patients. Yes, you can go and verify. These are places whereby the building or the structure ought to be a very tall building whereby people can use lift to go there. But Nigerian hospital is a death trap. Now, let me give you a case scenario that happened last year. A friend, I know someone that had cancer. So they had kidney problem. Thank God, know the person. So when his kidney failed around 2 a.m., we had to look for hospital we went to 4 different general hospitals in Lagos. They are telling you, we first went to Ifako General Hospital. They told us there's no bed space. No bed space. To attend to someone that is dying, a patient that is dying.
General hospital for that matter.
In Ifako government-owned hospital. Now, Ifako General Hospital, MD, gave us letter to
the private hospital.
No, gave us letter to Ikeja General Hospital, which is last week, the teachers hospital. Yeah, Lagos State. We went to Lagos State Teaching Hospital. Lagos State Teaching Hospital said there is still no bed space for this patient. The only what they will do is that they will give us letter to what Agege
General Hospital.
General Hospital. We went to Agege General Hospital. Agege General Hospital said there is no bed space.
Same story.
Same story. Now, the last place. No, yes. Went to Agege. There was bed space, no doctor on ground.
Another story.
There was bed space. They said there are no doctors on ground.
So it became story.
It becomes story. Thank you. The last place we went to, it was Gbagada, and that Gbagada, it was because this patient that fell sick is the son of the chief imam of Ogba. Chief imam of Ogba. That was why someone, a prominent politician, had to give us letter of recommendation for us to take the person to Bagada. It was when we get to Bagada, they told us no bed, no doctor. It was when we showed them the letter and we called the number, it was from a prominent politician. That was why they had to create bed space. And now, on getting there, that this person had to run dialysis tests. The dialysis machine is not being owned by government. Individual place those machine there.
So you have to pay for it.
It is not what it is what that day on that fateful day I got home around 2 a.m. We were told by the doctors there and the nurses that all the equipment you see here are not owned by government. It is owned by private individual.
You can see what Stop and Job has written here. They don't have they don't have dialysis machine. That is why they are pushing you guys around.
So it is not what I know. This is what I saw with my 2 eyes. This is what I saw because we were carrying this person around. Now they were not even considering the taxi we are using to convey this patient that is very, very ill. So on getting to Bagada, the doctor told us that all the equipment you see here, 80% of these machines here are not being owned by government. That it is private individual that owns them. And one private individual owns them, now government does not have say. So it is any amount they charge. That is what they get. Dialysis that see on a normal ground should not cost more than 15,000 or 10,000. But because this machine are being managed by private individuals, we pay 40,000 naira for one session, and this person must run 3 dialysis 3 times in a week or 4 times. You know that, Mr. Korede?
I know.
Yeah, he must run 4 dialysis. Eventually, he died because there was no money to run dialysis. 40,000 naira. What does this person do? He just is a tailor. He died because he got to a stage people could not even the society was tired to contribute because, and these are the issues where you said it is a wrong time for you to have a tough ailment in Nigeria, or else the person go die for nothing. And now government is not saying anything.
The question is, are the drugs available?
Is that what?
Patients to use? Are the drugs available? Are they affordable? These are the questions you need to ask.
Even the pharmaceutical company.
And this should be some of the measures to cushion the effects of the subsidy remover. Because it's just so obvious that the subsidy remover is affecting the health sector as well.
Now, Mr. Mike, even in the Western world, the government subsidize healthcare, even in the Western world. I think that is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to put in place. It need to put into tech. We've had different pharmaceutical companies leaving the shores of Nigerians. You go to Ifakojaye hospital, they were telling us they don't have syringe to check your BP. I was not going to say I hear. We went there, someone went to check an elderly woman said she want to check her BP. They were telling her no syringe. That see, the woman need to pay money for them to go and purchase this syringe or see whatever to want to talk. So the problem is not it's not even from the governor. Even the doctors and the nurses, they are part of the corruption.
Like Dr. Pound said, one of our viewers, he said tipping is part of the system.
Exactly. Tipping. It's sort of system.
You must be able to bribe these medical practitioners there.
Exactly.
You must be able to bribe a nurse, bribe a doctor. Is that supposed to be?
Which is not supposed to be so. In a country that's now, this is a country that healthcare budget is supposed to be higher than any other budget. Healthcare and defense.
Now, away from that, David, let's quickly move to another one. In bid to safeguard the environment, Lagos bans use of styrofoam, takeaway bags, other single-use plastics. I think this is a good move to me, especially in terms of preventing flooding. Are you getting me now? Very, very. I don't know if it's a good move to you.
It's a bad news.
It's a bad news. Ah.
It's a bad.
I say it's a good move.
You don't ban everything.
No,
Make the law. Let the law hold them. Anybody that does that. Now when you ban that, you remove people.
I think this is because of our drainage system, the waterways that are being blocked because
So,
of this takeaway place or plastics.
When government comes with a policy, there's always a problem. And then that policy is to address that problem. So I think if government have come up publicly to say this is my move, it depends on the implementation problem. My problem with them is not about banning, it's about how would the implementation process go? How effective will it be? It's not just banning a program today and then tomorrow you still continue with the same issues. How far will this implementation process go? That's what I have to say. I think so far, the Lagos government has been so docile. So Olu has not been proactive. He should know. So Olu should take note that what Abuja for now is not safe. And then even when government bans something, it is how far will this thing go? It is not about placing 2 weeks ban. How far will this thing last?
Even some markets were locked in Lagos.
But were the market not were they not reopened?
No, still sealed.
Now,
Katangwa,
I think even on our own part, we should try and at least keep our surroundings clean to avoid all this drainage. You see, so this one too, to some extent, government should not be blamed. Nigerians should be blamed because Nigeria too is a very lawless country. If you see someone taking pure water, after taking pure water, look for water line, throw it away in the drainage. When you tend to correct such person, you go say what they concern you. So I think it is high time government to arrest people that violate environmental laws. Let there be a law that whoever throws something on the floor should be picked, because these are things that will fly in to the gutter. Later on, you will say government no try. Now everywhere government one day, we should set precedents. In the Western door, you dare not throw trash.
But the law work there now.
So you can make it work here. It is not every time we should always condemn government. Sanwo-Olu cannot be everywhere. Now there's a law for you not to throw trash into the waste bin, but you still can't do it. Now you will say law work there. Why can't you make the person law
gutters
into the gutters and the drainage system? Yeah. You know the implication of these things is to block the drainage system, and then don't forget, these people don't live with us. If you block this drainage, you are still indirectly blocking your own drainage system. It will surely affect you. Now later on you say government don't try, government try. When we say that they try inside. So as Nigerians, at least even if the government are not doing the needful, let's try and always be civil.
Now, away from that, on insecurity, we see the way the government stood against abduction of the citizens last week, 2 weeks ago last week.
The ransom was
And
they pay ransom.
I think the police is doing, not just the police, the security agents are doing a very good job as some of those kidnappers are being fished out.
Now, Mr. Michael, thank you for your very good points.
Okay.
The kidnappers are not being fished out. Government need to step up. Yesterday in Katsina, bandits killed a school principal, then had to kidnap 3 of his children. So is the government winning war against insecurity? The same Abuja yesterday, two persons were being kidnapped. Is the government winning the war? Government need to set up. Mr. Mike, enough of excuses. 3.25 trillion was budgeted for the 2024 Ministry of Defense. Let them use it and work out something good. After the defense has the highest as defense budget this year alone is number 1, and then followed by education. Then third is by healthcare sector. How can you budget 3.25 trillion for the defense budget and still kidnappers just slap Nigerian government anyhow? Then they trust like paper. 3.25 trillion. That's some money be that. Government is not telling us. Government is not being sincere. That is the only thing. Government need to be sincere with us. Enough. If they can use Abuja kidnappers, they use them. They raise ball. They use Tinubu seat of power. They raise ball. If you come one day, say make everybody leader for Lagos State too. Kidnappers fit just come, say make everybody leader, including the governor. Everybody say go leader.
All right, thank you so much, David.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on board to make your contributions. Lucky, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
You're welcome on board.
Everybody's not smiling. Nigeria is not smiling. There's some issue you brought, like issue of the environment, mostly Lagos State. I'm so interested. Number one, let me ask you, the drainage, where are they? From where to where? The drainage. Let's say the truth. The drainage, from here to where? Just say the truth. From here, Ogba here, look at this drainage now. This one you are seeing here, end in area G there. This one here, end in that place. Is that drainage? Where did you go? If anything drop here now, everything will end there. What is supposed to have done is to bring the Kai. We have Kai. What are the job? What are the job Kai? They only go to lock shop, collect money, revenue. You don't just ban. That's not banned. Do you know this recycle? The recycle is the dustbin we are throwing. They are recycled to manufacture that rubber plate. We use it. Most of these restaurants, eating, hotels, they used to take away, and you banned it. You know how many workers you sack, not to work, and people, many companies are relocated to another country.
We are looking at the implication.
What you do is to bring out people to monitor all this area. They don't have them. But if Agbero can stand in bus stop collecting money from Okada, each Okada, and they are doing it well,
Diligently.
so what stop the government to bring out employ people? Put them everywhere.
Let them
If
implement
you see anybody that drop this, arrest that person, prosecute him next time. They will not do that. That's the only way. In America, we see people that break law. While America is a city, their law works.
Lucky, why can't we have waste bins everywhere?
That is another. God bless you. No one will. You go around now, you see, you cannot have a place where you at least, even you see people urinating outside there. Police will be passing, looking at them. Okay, look at the Yanoworo. They just did that bridge. You know where this erosion used to pass. After they finish, people You look at feces, lining up as if the people queuing up, the cube feces down to when you stand there, you see feces, and you have Kai around there. You see a matured man lie down, urinating. Oh my goodness, you have Kai. Just to lock shop. Last man to watch motor who are, that's the thing. Because Lagos has money, they don't care for this. That's it. Bandy ban is not the solution.
Lucky, it's now time for us to watch what we eat, watch how we live, watch what we do. Because of the high cost of medicines in the country. Like we have it on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. It's now a wrong time for Nigerians to fall sick. That's what
my problem is that we have a new government in place, led by President Tinubu and his ministers. Why are you there as a president? Tinubu have been somebody who be on the street, who know what people are suffering. Tons of medicine, tons of caring, who live in Lagos Island for years. I don't understand. Why you are there now? What is the problem? Why can't you just make this law? It's like this subsidies. It's affecting everywhere. We told him that if you remove subsidy, it's going to affect every corner.
Structures of the economy.
Now you remove the subsidy. It's just to just go there and announce subsidy has gone. What are the palliative you put in place? 70-something billion naira they spend for palliative. My brother, did you receive anything? Nothing. Rather they siphon the money. What are we thinking about? Etc. You can't pay. It's true. You can't pay. Private, even private and general hospital. General hospital is the worst. You go there before you can collect card. After card, they will direct you, right drug, go and buy outside. Now, Tinubu should do something. Not only kidnapping. I get me. All sector is down. $1 is going to 1,400 this morning. What are we talking about? And not to talk. You see, problem in Nigeria is to speak English and talk. Nobody's even standing up. The human right we have, everybody gone down low. What is the problem? It's only we that is talking here. And I believe many people are watching us, seeing us. But the problem is that who will lead and tell Tinubu enough is enough. We can't continue like this again. After spending 8 years, we are a deceiver. The man is coming out to write book. I'm this. I want to do this before. Is that what I'm concerned? What we need now, can Tinubu just bring one policy that at least will change this country? Otherwise, people start abusing him. Already they are doing that. People who want to travel from US to this place, they cannot because the high cost of ticket. Economy, you can't just bring more. Is it bread? Is it rice? And when you don't eat well, when you don't eat well, then that sickness will come. Either typhoid or ulcer. The highest sickness we have in Nigeria is ulcer. And BP because of thick. I'm going around now. I won't lie. See, I have to go and work. 50-something years. I have to look for work. Read the check. No, I have to look for something to do. Will I continue this year again? That's the question.
Lucky CV.
This year. I have to, my brother, I work at a tire. I have to start again. If I don't do it, I will die. I beg you, give me today. Tomorrow, will I come back again? No. Even the outside people who are helping, they are tired. So, what is the solution? Those who are like people like, do you know why kidnapping is rampant in Abuja? You are destroying people's houses. You are destroying those markets, those who are managing selling bread and other things. And you want them to relax, they have to go and start kidnapping. And the thing is rampant. And thank God for some group called Wike in order. Wike focus Abuja and leave River State alone. He has to call all the security last week. Say, please, something has to be done. That is why you see those family was released. All the security moved to the bush. And I said it several times. I told you many times. How can you allow army, navy to live in a comfortable place in VI and Ikoyi while the bandits have taken over all the bush? I get me? Why don't you locate some of this army there in the bush? Send them there and let them build their houses there. You see, you will not see kidnapping again. You see any kidnapping in Lagos because why everywhere is open.
It's happening in Lagos too.
But it's not rapid the way like this. Yeah. You cannot just kidnap, go free, they will catch you. But in that place, if you kidnap, you can move for how many miles without seeing police. So, government should do something. And again, you cannot stop this kidnapping now. The rate of poverty is not possible. People have no job. People want to survive. And some of these Yahoo, who our white people were giving a little bit money, it's not happening again. It's like everywhere is blocked. So they are now, yes, they are now plus mean Yahoo, kidnapping, plus they can carry human being and use it for ritual. It's happening. You see some people, you see somebody today, they say miss. I'm telling you, our ladies in school, nothing. They are not learning anything. You pay school fees with big money. At the end, prostitute, what is happening? School fees you can't pay. Tinubu, something has to be done. Those who know him should let him know. They should tell him something is wrong somewhere, my brother. You need to see up and doing. People are relocating. Many companies are relocating. Many companies are relocating to outside. And you say people should not survive, they must survive. They will look for whether I'm robber or this thing. So something has to be done. Now, my brother just said, how can you vote how many trillion for defense? They will share the money. They will share it. So it's not too much. Nigeria can talk. They can speak English, professor, but nothing happens.
Now we have a direct lens saying that Nigerians are always blaming the government for everything without blaming themselves. All these people shouting, give them a position in government, they will embezzle.
Why can't we blame government? We must blame government. When the head is rotten, the leg will not work. When the lung will not work, why did they blame Jonathan? Jonathan was blamed when things was okay. Today, things are bad. You have to blame the president. He's not giving an example. He's not doing well. If you do well, people will be happy with you. If you do well, people are happy with you. But if you are not doing well, you are bound to criticize. You have to forget number one, who was criticizing Tinubu. Tinubu, don't forget 2015, but Tinubu, all of them led protests against Jonathan, says a drunkard is this. But today, Emiloko is there. What is happening? We are not seeing kidnapping, poverty, hatred, bad party, armed robber, rituals, so many things, dollars, 1,400. He said you should not criticize. No. If you do well, I will praise you. But if you don't do well, I will criticize you. Let me tell you, Nigeria will know how to criticize. But one day, my quick go market, it will come back again.
All right, thank you so much, Lucky. I appreciate that. Oluku Matthew, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Mr. Mark Adekunle.
You're welcome. How was the weekend?
To thank the living God, who is worthy to be praised and adored. The Father of our Lord Jesus Christ.
You can continue preaching.
The one that killed Goliath. if you want it that way.
The God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yes, you get it right.
God of David and who?
God of Abraham, David.
Let us go into what we have today. Experts have worried. Experts are worried over the rise in cost of purchasing medicine in the country. And looking at it now, it's obvious that it is a wrong time to fall sick in Nigeria. But what measures are in place to cushion this effect of inflation in the health sector?
You know, when we say our economy was not ripe for that dollar unification at the official window, some people feel we are being sentimental in our criticism. I've said it over time that before last administration started subsidizing, or not just last administration, it happened there. It was not because it was comfortable for government, but because the dynamics, the current reality demands for it. We are saying that the inhaler, all these people that have asthma, I think the drug they used to buy for about 8,000, it goes for more than 40,000 now. So the issue is, most of these pharmaceutical companies, hitherto before that dollar policy or unification at the official window, they were accessing dollar to buy raw material, import raw material for 471 naira to $1. Currently, it's above 1,000. It must impact on their products. That is the truth. So the best the government can do is to look at those critical areas and subsidize exchange rate for them to import raw material for those drugs. Or when they produce, government should subsidize the end product for those who are in need of it. That is the only way it can be at the reach of the poor. And sickness do not know whether you are poor before it knocks. So for me, I've always said it, that government should revisit that policy because we are not ripe for it.
All right, we have it on the front page of this. Nigeria, 5 abducted Kadria sisters free at last in collaborative effort by the police, anti-kidnapping squad, and the Nigerian army in Abuja yesterday. They spent 19 days, right?
That is a welcome development if you ask me. But we have not heard from Isa Pantami and the family. Because at the time, Isa Pantami said one of his friends promised to raise the 50 million out of the ransom they demanded. It's quite unfortunate that they kill one of them, but the news of their release is a welcome development. If it is the effort of the security agencies, I think I applaud their effort and encourage them to do more. But let me quickly say that it is worrisome that we have a country called Nigeria as a sovereign state. And you see some people in the name of bandits, in the name of non-state actor, hibernating in Kujuru forest in Kaduna State, according to the information from the authorities. And we are made to understand that these were forests used by military for their training. They abandoned those places and bandits have taken over. So why should a country called Nigeria that has the army, the air force, I wouldn't mention Navy because the terrain do not give a Navy operation role to play in the environment. So why is it difficult for the military to dislodge and arrest them and bring them to book? Then the people who killed in Plateau, the governor say they know them. Where are they still staying? Why is it difficult for government to arrest and prosecute them? So all these are issues why we should look inward and look towards creation of state police. Why the security power should be shared among the state, federal, and local governments. The state governors should be allowed to parade some level of security power. You have a situation where, as a country, we are supposed to have monopoly of coercive power. But unfortunately, we are sharing that power with some non-state actors. And that's why we are seeing what we are seeing. Look at a government that wants to seek for solution. You are criminalizing ransom paying. Nothing a law that criminalizes ransom paying. I do not want to encourage ransom paying. But at times, it becomes inevitable. If you have your loved ones kidnapped and the security agencies are not able to rescue such person and they are demanding ransom, do you now leave them to die or to be killed by the bandits, the terrorists, on the basis that the federal government say we should not pay ransom? So I think the federal government should redouble efforts, irrespective of who else is God, no matter how highly placed. I just read on the page of newspaper this morning that the activity of the banking institutions is encouraging ransom paying, kidnapping, and what is stopping our regulatory agency, National Communication Commission that had a mandate to regulate the activity of the network providers. If they negotiate for ransom, why not leverage on the regulator to get the phone numbers of who is having conversation with them from the other end of the conversation and the bush? Then when it comes to ransom paying through bank transaction, why not CBN look into the books on our record of the banks to know any money that is being any transaction that is illegal if the banks on their own do not want to divulge such information. So for me, I think it's a combination of effort. It should be a combination of effort of the government regulatory agencies and security agencies to discreetly investigate and get people who are involved in this ransom collection and all that. But for me, as Nigerians, I think we can only demand that the government should redouble effort. One, they should rejig our security architecture. Two, and they should leverage on technology. Most importantly, they should leverage on technology to fight this menace. Fulani herdsmen, Fulani ethnicity have been accused severally. I think Mr. President, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu should be bold enough to confront that monster Fulani people. I'm not saying we should profile all Fulani person as criminal, but since accusing fingers were pointed at Fulani in that Plateau massacre, nobody has come out to refute that it's not Fulani. So, and nobody has been arrested. And almost all the cases close Abuja, it is semblance of activities of Fulani activities. So I think Mr. President should give the security agencies a marching order, irrespective of who else is God. They should investigate and arrest and prosecute.
Mandela in Lagos was gutted by fire. And, so when the governor of the state spoke, he said the cause of the inferno is yet unknown. We are expecting info as regards that. But what do you think really happened there, Marty?
I think we should give these authorities time to do the proper investigation and come up with a report. Because, like what you just said, I equally read about the statement that came from the governor that they are relying on information from their team, the first responders who are on ground, and we're expecting a follow-up of that initial statement. For now, it will be speculative to start extrapolating and giving perspective to what might cause the inferno. But in order not to prejudice the outcome of the investigation, let us allow the authorities to conclude the investigation and fill the public with the possible cause of the inferno.
What about the ban of takeaway plates in Lagos State?
I feel it's a misplaced priority. I feel that the authorities would have rather regulated the disposal process rather than banning the usage. We understand that the companies that produces it, they have workers, and not saying they cannot diversify into other areas of production. They may have taken credit facility to build those companies, and maybe they have not been able to pay back all they take, and they have not been able to. They may not have been able to recoup their money, and you are banning it. So I think what we needed to do as a people is the government needed to come up with a policy, with a law, criminalizing indiscriminate disposal of what they call it, is this styrofoam. Styrofoam. That is those disposable plates that is one off, using ones and it ends there. If you look at that, I think I can see one at my back. It is correct that it's found its way to the drainage and it blocked the drainage channels. But what they needed to do is to provide public disposal bin on the streets. They make a law that indiscriminate disposal attract a fine or jail term or whatever. They make serious sensitization, public awareness. Haven't done that, enforce the law. It's better than attract ban.
All right, thank you so much, Matthew, to Raphael. All right, can we just end the program? All right.
Hello,
Good morning, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Lucky.
Please,
Don't go.
Raphael, can you concentrate, Raphael?
Yeah,
How are
okay.
you doing?
Fine.
Okay. It's the wrong time for Nigerians to fall sick.
Very, very wrong time for Nigerians to fall sick. Do you know what? You know, I said previously, I always say here, the cost of paracetamol, again, the money that federal government budgeted on healthcare, health facilities is not enough. I don't know whether you understand
You
where
said
I'm
it 2
going.
weeks ago.
Yes, we are 230, 250 over millions. Are you listening to me? And we are budgeting only 48 million for people, medications, for Medicare, medical facilities. And if you fall sick as a government agent, you will fly into the UK, France, America, Germany for medication. It means you call us, you take us as fools, you take us as animals. You only value your life, you and your family. So let me tell you, I don't care what people are saying or thinking about what I'm saying here. As far as I'm concerned, the budget, the money they budgeted for medical, for healthcare for Nigerians is not enough. And right now, as we are discussing, people are angry because everybody was shouting, it's true. They are saying the truth too, because the cost of Augmentin is used for treatment of typhoid infection.
It's an antibiotic.
It's an antibiotic. It's for typhoid, mostly malaria and typhoid. Augmentin that was sold 1,009 before. From that, it jumped to 5,000, 7,000. Augmentin is now cost 25,000 naira a sachet. And you know that the common sickness that bewitches all Nigerians now is malaria and typhoid. Any case, malaria, typhoid. And it's not expensive. Do you know that it's very dangerous for anybody to fall sick now?
Very well.
Because
even the local apps are expensive.
Yes, Agbo.
That you can
Yes.
really afford.
No, because the Nigerians are leveraging on Agbo now. Everybody is leaning on Agbo as an alternative. And we find out that our population is going high. So people are depending on Agbo now as an alternative medicine. I think understand. People that are going for high Medicare this time in Nigeria, if they're sick, they go to pharmaceutical stores to buy. They are relegating their own whatever now to local therapy. All these herbal drinks, Abu. It's very dangerous to be sick here in Nigeria. And I'm asking myself, what about the GSK pharmaceutical company? What about M&B, Baker? Pharmaceutical companies. What about Neimet, Pfizer, former Pfizer? The company is along this or Bankradia. I think they are manufacturing all these powerful antibiotics like Augmentin. It's not only Augmentin, and it's like there are the ones that are doing the same job Augmentin is doing. They're on the high side. Amoxil, yeah, it has cost. Bicham is from 10,000 now. The charm I bought 800, 900, 2016, 1,000, 2016. So it's very dangerous. What about if somebody is having an infection, that's viral infection? You needed, all these medicine tablets that, can cure virus. It's quite different from antibiotic. If you are having viral infection on your skin, you don't use antibiotics. You have to use Virex tablets.
I think we have a caller on the line.
Virex.
All right, good morning.
Good morning, Mike and Raphael.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank God Raph is not a doctor.
Yeah, good morning.
Because thank God you're not a doctor, Raphael. I would use prescribe antibiotics for typhoid. Thank God say you are not a pastor. Okay. That one said, kidnappers released more Abuja residents, and weekend police officers came out showing a show of strength.
Of infection because you can catch typhoid by drinking bad water.
Talking, Raphael.
No,
Can
Ni
you
is a
hold on?
quack. Ni is a quack.
Can you calm down?
Raphael, you are
Mike,
the quack.
Mike,
You are the quack.
No, typhoid. You can treat typhoid with antibiotics. He's a quack. He's a quack.
Anyway, okay,
So hold on, let him
okay,
speak. All right, you can continue. Nii.
okay.
You can continue.
All right, all right,
Ni,
all right, all right.
continue.
Oh, okay, okay. So these kidnappers, whom the police are trying to say that they have apprehended them, that they have been able to identify their place of hideout to release the, the people. I think we as a people, we need to be more critical. You see, in Nigeria, the police people, most especially the Nigerian police force, which we all agree that they are so incompetent, they are very good at public, relation, PR. Just yesterday, the Nigerian army had to come out to say that we were the ones that caught the kidnappers, not the police. Meanwhile, the police are taking the glory. You can imagine, the country we find ourselves. You are not the person that released these people. It was the army, and instead of you to give kudos, remarks, commendations to the army, you are taking the full glory. How ridiculous can we get? So for me, I think the National Security Advisor has a lot to do, and our Nigerian police force, they are so outdated. Their security architecture must be upscaled. Really, technology must be adopted, because without technology, we are not going anywhere. Secondly, has to do with Wike. Wike of recent is becoming a terrible administrator. In Abuja now, my people who are in Abuja are complaining terribly that Abuja is as dark as a shadow, and this is why the kidnaps has increased. Wike, whom we all agree on, whether you are in the opposition or you are in the APC, we all know Wike to be a very, strong administrator, a very efficient and excellent administrator. But now, our capital city, Abuja, is in darkness. No single street light works at night. No single street lights or traffic lights. Abuja is in terrible, chaotic state. And this is the highest level of embarrassment Nigeria can face, if Abuja itself cannot have steady electricity. If you want to be serious as a nation, Abuja by now should be enjoying nothing less than 24 hours electricity per day. So that's my take on that. Good morning. Let me use the mic.
Thank you
Okay,
so
thank you.
much, Nii.
Thank you,
I
Nii.
appreciate you for calling. All right, Raphael.
So we're on medicine. So you can use antibiotics to treat viral infection. Antibiotics, we know what you can use it to treat, like boils. You understand? You have a pain in your teeth, and the rest of them. There are particular sickness you can, use antibiotic to, at least as remedy to treat. So let me tell you, where I'm going is that if antibiotic could be this costly, what about viral drugs? Drugs that are used for the treatment of viral infection. Then I made my example by, saying, giving you the cost of this, what they call Virest. There's a tablet called Virest. I experienced it in 2016. Very, very expensive. It's for viral infection. Before they could tell you, doctor will tell you, say, use Virest. Okay, it is not an issue that has to do with antibiotics. And those this medicine, they are very, very high.
We don't need to call their names.
So it's very expensive, What I'm trying to say is that the cost of treatment, if someone is sick in Nigeria, is skyrocketing. It has, skyrocketed in recent times. If augmentee, all these drugs will be that high, the cost. Okay, I think this place is not safe anymore for Nigerians.
I think in the eastern part of the country, the citizens are not happy with the sit-at-home order.
Yeah.
Monday sit-at-home order.
Who said that the citizens are not happy?
Civil servants are complaining.
Who are the civil servants?
School pupils can no longer go to school.
Sit-at-home order.
Yeah.
Listen and listen good, Mike. Nobody's complaining. Sit-at-home is part of their tradition now in the East. Sit-at-home meaning that they are protesting. They are telling federal government of their Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu.
See the whole of the Easterners.
The whole Easterners are observing. They are observing it. Don't go anywhere on Monday.
Observing it
yes.
forcefully.
Yes. Wait. On Monday, stay put at home. Tuesday, go your business until Tinubu, until Fulani, until Buhari and his co, until Malami. All of them that are in government releasing Nnamdi Kanu. That's what they are doing there. They are doing it for themselves. Nobody is saying that they are comfortable with it. If you don't want to run into trouble, if you don't want to get into trouble in the southeastern Nigeria, on Monday you sit at home. Okay, this thing, see, everything in life has control.
Is it not crippling business?
Everything. No Easterner is complaining that sit at home is crippling his business. No businessman in the East, no company, no chief. Excuse me. Listen and listen good. No Oba, no Eze, no Igbe is complaining that sit at home is disturbing him in the southeastern Nigeria.
Does it mean Nigerian papers are lying or what?
Nigerian papers, you Westerners are the one that write papers, newspaper. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't write. Igbo man is busy doing his business. Westerners that are shouting, bo. When Igbo was in, Westerners were shouting. Nnamdi Kanu was left alone. Tinubu just went there and released his brother and leave my brother there. So what I'm trying to say is that sit at home is their business in the southeastern Nigeria.
It's not crippling business.
It's not doing anything. During Xmas period, the best place you can go to celebrate Christmas is southeastern Nigeria. It was still the best. They enjoyed their Xmas. Nobody died. We thank God. Much security going on in the southeastern Nigeria. Nothing like insecurity there. That land is well secured by the Igbos. MTLA cannot come there, cannot go to southeastern Nigeria, southeast to give us security. We secure our land. Nobody's being disturbed by sit at home. They are observing it because Nnamdi Kanu is still in. And we don't complain. Why? Of newspaper, does it concern that person? That land is our land, is well secured. There are food. Southeastern land is still green. The land is much green. So nobody's complaining, and everybody should mind their what? Business. Southeasterners are protesting. Release Nnamdi Kanu. If you know that their business are being disturbed, release Nnamdi Kanu. If you know you are pitying or feeling for the Southeasterners, release Nnamdi Kanu. All this much about writing nonsense on the front page of newspaper concerning the southeastern Nigeria is not palatable at all. Everybody should mind their business. Why now? Leave the boy, leave the guy, leave Nnamdi Kanu, leave Igbo man alone. Okay, listen and listen good. Yesterday, Mandela's was gutted by fire. Inferno. Mandela's. That's Igbo man business. I'm telling you that anybody that says that plaza is as a result of electrical fault. Were you there? It is electrical fault. It is a cable. Were you there? If anybody said it's somebody that set it on fire, were you there? But anyway, let me tell you, opinion counts. Anybody can say his own opinion. Somebody can come out and say, yes, somebody set it on fire. Good. Somebody can come out and say it is cable. Good. See, there are many wrong things about Nigeria. Federal government is about, or Lagos State government is about to ban this disposable plates. Take away plates. Why? If you ban it, you are going to stop many people from work. That disposable plate is feeding many people. There are industries, companies that are manufacturing it. People are employed. Nigerians are employed. Igbo man is employed there. Yoruba man is employed there. Someone wants to ban it. They don't think wide. They don't think well. They don't reason fine. Most of them reason from the anus. How could you just ban it? When you ban it, you create unemployment for people. What you can do is find a solution. If disposable plates are blocking waterways or canals, water channels. You employ people. The waste management authority of this state, they are there. Do you know how much each family room is paying? Room. Oh, I don't mean house. Thousands of naira. Count how many rooms are there in Lagos. We are talking about billions of rooms are paying each thousand. That money is enough to employ people to clear what? Dredge our waterways. The Waste Management Authority, are there not workers there? Employ them to do that work. If you stop that company, many people will go hungry. Many families will not pay school fees. They are paying workers. If you want to do something, you think about an alternative, something to replace it, so that it doesn't spell doom to people, so that it's not going to have bad effect on the people. You want to just block you want to stop disposable plate like that. Sometimes I wonder if all these government agents, maybe they did not even see the four walls of schools, let alone university. Thank you.
All our viewers across the globe watching us, we thank you. We appreciate you for joining us today. Join us tomorrow on the same platform. I remain Michael Adekunle. Social media handles are right on the screen. Behind the camera, I have Malik Adeyemi. Malik, thank you so much. Very good job. That's my guy, Malik. Appreciate you. Viewers, bye. Till tomorrow.